This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Finds room at the 30. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he was able to do.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
Now here comes the bunch formation. And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. It's third down after that run. Quick throw caught on the left side. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
When he doesn't hang on, looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. Handoff to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The shotgun running play call. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Toss play to the outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it, looking for the end zone.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts from inside the 20. They get him down at the 33 after a solid return.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the runner takes off to his right. Eludes a tackle. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of...
And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. They'll try the right side on the toss. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Dropping back, it's Morton. Defense is coming after him. Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Important 2nd down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
And that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw, but really it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball afterward.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense comes out to start this drive. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now they're running on the toss. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got...
The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
But it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You know, you get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's 4th down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Tack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Finding some room at the 25. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
First down here for this offense. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is, leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Here's the second down play. The offense behind the 6, off schedule there after the first down play. Tight end goes in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and still going. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to the end zone.
Love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, to keep this drive moving.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll toss it to the right side. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the right. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back, it's Morton. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback. It all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the clock.
One more play before they head to the locker room. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's looking deep here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half.
Set to kick this one off.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. We get the second half started with the running play. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. And he'll set up to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. No huddle here for the offense. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry.
Ah, the hammer. 2nd down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. Offense ready to start this drive. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Looking to throw. It's Morton. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the handoff again. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Now here's the toss play. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach 4th quarter offense all year long, and the importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on 3rd downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed on that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. And they'll give it to the back. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Gets some space around the 30. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Morton. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. How about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Again, makes it second and medium. Tailback with another carry. Running with purpose. And they bring him down right at the 20.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here, and they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
They continue to march and score a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
There's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the running back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's a quick grab. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
The back's got it on the pitch. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. They're going to run the option. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? So the offense retains possession and avoids a catastrophic turnover. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He shreds the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the offense just takes a knee here. So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.